हाय स्टूडेंट्स। मेरे को ना बहुत क्वेश्चंस आते हैं। काफ़ी स्टूडेंट्स जो 11-12 में या ग्रेजुएशन कर रहे हैं कि व्हाट इज़ द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ACCA एंड MBA। ठीक है, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं जिनका क्वेश्चन होता है ACCA वर्सेस एन MBA, विच इज़ अ बेटर वन टू डू और विच इज़ अ मोर appropriate one to do. And then some students have a question कि how would it be to do an ACCA plus an MBA, right? Doing an MBA after they finish the ACCA. So I thought I'll address both of these today in the video for you. Okay. So first, let's understand ACCA क्या है और MBA क्या है, and you'll be able to get your answer. ठीक है. So ACCA is basically a professional qualification. ठीक है. एक होता है एक डिग्री और एक होता है professional qualification. ACCA is a professional qualification. जैसे CA हो गया, ACCA हो गया, CFA हो गया, CPA हो गया. All of these have charter bodies, right? So the qualification is awarded by the charter body. जैसे इंडिया में CA इंस्टीट्यूट ICAI आपको CA का क्वालिफिकेशन अवार्ड करता है, उसी तरीके से ACCA बॉडी जो UK की है that awards you the ACCA qualification. ठीक है. Now this is like the CA of the UK or accepted in more than 178 countries across the world, including India, because India में बहुत सारे companies आजकल ACCA hire कर रहे हैं because of the global skills that they bring to table. ठीक है. तो ये qualification typically वैसे तो आप grade 10 के बाद कर सकते हो, but generally in India you've seen students started with 12th or after 12th, और ये 3 साल में हो जाता है because you need to cover 13 papers in a span of 3 years. हालांकि you can start this qualification even after your TY, फिर वो 2 साल it can get over in 2 years with your work. And if you started after your CA or CA inter, then again it can take anywhere between 6 months to 1.5 years with work. But let's assume that you're somebody who's starting it with 12th or after 12th, और आप सिर्फ graduation कर रहे हो, तो easily 3 years में this qualification can get done. ठीक है. यहाँ पे 13 पेपर्स करने होते हैं आपको. there is no entrance exam per se. 13 पेपर्स होते हैं, 4 times your पेपर्स लिखने हैं. Typically, every quarter you have to write a paper, and papers are completely online. They are rigorous. Okay, so बहुत content होता है, बहुत case study centric content होता है, बहुत application based content होता है. तो आप जो भी subject पढ़ते हो, there is a lot of real life examples, and it's really like solving a problem at the workplace. That's the kind of rigor that they prepare you for. And even the exams are very, lot of thinking to do, lot of application to do. And by the time you finish your 13 papers, you are really job ready. That's what this qualification tries to give you. Okay? Now, how do you study this? Basically, you have to sign up with an ALP, which is called an approved learning partner or an approved learning provider. So the ACCA gives licenses to various, institutes in India that are approved to not just train you but also conduct the first 4 exams, जिसको CBE कहा जाता है, Computer Based Exam Center. So typically वही आपके first 4 exams hold करते हैं और आपको train करते हैं for all the 13 papers. And so your question is, first for exam CBE hold करता है, 5th paper onwards आपको you have to go to a assigned college that the ACCA gives you and do the exam. Exam सब ACCA से आते हैं. It's just the physical premises that the approved partner will provide you for the first 4 papers, while 5th paper to the 13th paper you have to go to a college that's assigned in your city and do the exams. And so Synthesis Learning, for example, is a ALP, approved learning provider, so approved to train you for 13 papers and obviously assist you in getting jobs as well, right? Now, typically ACCA करने पे you can get a job at the age of 20. So once you finish your 9 papers, you can start interning. So a lot of students do the last level and internships together, and then there are a set of students who want to finish all their 13 papers and then take up a job. But typically at the age of 20, you can get into a big 4 like an EY, PwC, Deloitte, KPMG. You can get into the industries. You can get into the F&A, finance and accounts departments, probably of every top organization in every sector you can think about. IT, FMCG, banking. You talk about it, and there are companies that are hiring ACCAs left, right, and center. Okay? And typically, it's seen that in India, at the age of 20, आपके पास सिर्फ ACCA का qualification है, एक graduation का degree है, और let's say आपके पास कोई और work experience नहीं है, तो भी it's seen that students को typically 5 to 6 lakhs per annum का job आराम से मिल जाता है at the age of 20. ठीक है. ये हुई ACCA के बारे में how you approach that qualification. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about how MBA happens. So firstly, MBA is not a qualification, it's a degree. A qualification is always higher than a degree. Okay. Now MBA as a degree can be done only after your TY. And the way you approach it is first you have to write an entrance exam. So in India, you have CAT, you have CET, and several such exams, CAT and CET being the most popular ones. So you have to write this entrance exam, which you can only do after your TY. आप FY, SY, TY में MBA नहीं कर सकते हो. After your TY, typically ये once year exams होती है, where they test your math, analytical skills, vocabulary, logical reasoning. So you have to undergo some preparation for that. And if you get a wonderful score, in that, depending on your score, you will get into a B school. Now there are personal interviews, there are group discussions, and then a B school sort of takes you in. Now, वैसे तो बहुत सारे B schools हैं इंडिया में. Now the premium category ones obviously are the IIMs, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, and so many more IIMs across the nation. You have Bajaj, Jamnalal Bajaj, you have XLRI, you have ISB in Hyderabad. So these are some of the very premium B schools. And then you have category B and C B schools. आजकल probably there may be even an MBA school which is right behind your house, but तो हर कोई MBA degree ले रहा है और हर कोई MBA degree award कर रहा है. But the idea is to go to a premium B school and do it, right? For which you need a very high CAT or a CET score, and you need to clear the rounds of interviews and group discussions to get there. Typically कोई भी B school में MBA 2 years का program होता है, so you'll have to fly to the B school and stay wherever on the campus. That's the idea. And typically it's a 2-year program. जिसमें first year you will learn all general management subjects. You learn finance, human resources, marketing, logistics. You learn general functions of a business. And the second year is where they will ask you to super specialize. So obviously, I'm assuming that you're a finance enthusiast. So if you decide to do an MBA in finance, then you'll get to super specialize that in year 2. The curriculum, the assessments is not at all as rigorous as any other professional qualification. जैसे आप CA exams ले लो या CF exams ले लो या ACCA exams ले लो, तो जिस तरह का डेप्थ और जिस तरह का रिगर ये एग्जाम्स में या ये सिलेबस में होगा, वैसा एक MBA भी स्कूल में नहीं होगा. It's going to be more of a bird's eye view. Yes, there will be a lot of analysis, discussion, all of that, but it's not going to be as much in depth as a professional qualification is going to be. And after that 2 years, typically you have these campus interviews and you're placed and you hop onto a good job. Now, what kind of salaries do MBAs get? It really depends on the B school you enter. It could be as little as 30,000 rupees a month, and it could be as high as 2.5 lakh rupees a month as a start. Okay, so if you're looking at the premium B schools, you could look at monthly salaries of over 1 lakh to 2 lakhs, depending on your other qualifications and your experience. But if I talk about the average B schools, then it's anywhere between 40 to 50,000 rupees a month. You should also know that the number of candidates that get into those premium B schools is 10%, not more than that. So if you're, within that 10% bracket, you could look at those figures. But the reality is that the average B and C category schools, the salaries are typically averaging 40 to 50,000 rupees a month. Okay. What kind of investments does it take to go into these B schools? Say anywhere between 15 to 20 lakh rupees an annum is typically what an average B school will cost you. Okay, so ये हो गया facts between ACCA and MBA.